You ever wonder where the word black came from? Like why they started calling us black people? Let's get into it. You see, before the 1400s, Africans were never called black. They were called according to their tribe or their kingdom, so they would be called like Igbo or Ethiopian, but never black. Now, the Spaniards and the Portuguese, they were the ones that really were big into slavery in about the 1500s. And of course, they started in Africa. So what they did was they would call the Africans Negro. By the time the Europeans started colonizing, the word Negro was the word that everybody used. And so they just took the word Negro and translated it to the English that they spoke. And that's where they got the term black. They used black. Black was really a label to separate black people from themselves. Fun fact, white people weren't white people until after they realized black people were black. Another fun fact, the word black actually became connected to your economic class as well as your color. So it wasn't just that you were a skin complexion, you also were looked at as less than and expected to have nothing, which was why it was so easy to make them slaves. Now, things started kind of shifting around the 17th century where sentiments regarding slavery were not as favorable as they once were. But of course, those slave owners were not willing to let go of what they had, I wouldn't use the word built, but taken. So they had something called race scientists, which actually came up with the thinking or theory or lie, that's a good word for it, that black was actually a different race. So black people deserved less treatment because they were a different and more inferior race than white people. The 20th century, that's when things started to flip. The civil rights movement really turned this word black on its head. That's where we started to hear black power, black is beautiful. Give me 5 on the black hand side. I think that's what they said. It was all in efforts to take back, I can't even say take back because it wasn't ours to begin with, but to take power from the word or one of the words that was given power over us. The word black was chosen, not the N-word, because the N-word was just too drenched in racism, too drenched in blood, too drenched in all of those negative things. And the word black still had some neutrality left into it, so we could use it as a building block to find some pride in ourselves. So when they said black, it wasn't just a color. It was the history, it was the struggle, and the resilience.